In this video I will give the plot of the film and review it. The film begins in 1987 with Nicholas Winton being tasked by his wife Greta to clear up his old documents and files which have cluttered up his office and the house because his daughter is expecting a child. His wife goes on holiday and Nicholas starts a clearing out process. This activity is seen on and off throughout the film, and intercuts between this and his memories of just before the war. In 1938, a 29-year-old London stockbroker Nicholas visits Czechoslovakia just weeks after the Munich Agreement was signed, and encounters families in Prague who have fled the rise of the Nazis in Germany and Austria. They are living in dire conditions, with little or no shelter, little food, and little clean water, and are in fear of invasion by the Germans. Nicholas is introduced to Doreen Wariner, head of the Prague office of the British Committee for Refugees from Czechoslovakia. Horrified by the conditions in the refugee camps, Nicholas decides to save Jewish children himself. Both sides of his family are of German-Jewish origin. In his efforts, he is actively supported by his mother Barbette, who, as I mentioned a moment ago, was originally a German-Jewish migrant who has subsequently converted to the Church of England. Nicholas overcomes bureaucratic hurdles, aided by his mother, and with his other helpers, starts collecting donations. He also has to find foster families for the children being brought to England before visas are given. There is a race against time because it is unclear how long the borders will remain open before a probable Nazi invasion, and many of the children are Jews who are at imminent risk of deportation to concentration camps. Back to the present, he finds his old documents in which he recorded his work for the BCRC, with photos and lists of the children they wanted to bring to safety. Nicholas still blames himself for not being able to save more. At lunch with his old friend Martin, Nicholas thinks about what he should do with the documents. He considers donating them to a Holocaust museum, but at the same time he wants to draw some attention to the current plight of refugees. The documents end up in the hands of That's Life production team, a TV show produced by the BBC with presenter Esther Ranson. Nicholas is invited onto the show and asked to sit in the audience on 2 occasions. The first time he is met by one of the people he saved, and on the second time That's Life surprises Nicholas by having the whole audience filled with the children he helped save, brought onto the show to meet him. In all, Nicholas helped save 669 children from Prague before the Germans closed things down. The 9th train, which was the largest transport of 250 children, was seized by the Germans due to the outbreak of World War II, and all perished in either the concentration camps or the gas chambers. The film shows his grief about not being able to save them. The film is not a big-budget film, nor is it a well-known film or story, but it is well worth watching and it's well worth knowing as well. The film does show the desperate situation in 1939, with those few people trying to save the children and the refugees fleeing Germany on the eve of the Second World War. The film does show the bureaucratic hurdles, backlogs and delays in getting things done. You could say nothing has changed. It's a good film, it's well worth watching, and seems particularly relevant in what's happening today. Well, thank you for watching and hope to see you in the next one.